Ever wish to control storms or talk to animals? Magic isn't too far away. In this video, we'll look at 30 cool things from old and new stories, each with amazing powers. Why stick with the usual when real magic is just around the corner? 30. The Trident. This is a well-known magic tool with many abilities. It's said the Trident can control water, talk with sea animals, and create storms and earthquakes. It's often shown in stories and old tales making waves and whirlpools. When talking with sea animals, it connects people with the ocean world, making friends in ancient stories. 29. Excalibur. This is King Arthur's famous sword, a magic weapon with great power, making its holder very strong. It's often shown shining bright, showing its magic nature and strength. The tale says it was made by the Lady of the Lake, a mystery woman in Arthur's story, who gives it to King Arthur, showing he is the true king. 28. Kodaki. This is the club of Hindu god Vishnu, a strong weapon in Hindu tales. The big Hindu tale Mahabharata says this weapon can beat the toughest bad guys and cause big damage. Kodaki is often shown as a heaven weapon, showing Vishnu's top power. Its story in Mahabharata shows its strong force when used in the fight against evil, making sure good wins. 27. Thunderbolt. This is the weapon of Zeus, the Greek sky god. It's thought to be the strongest, scariest weapon in Greek tales. It can break mountains, make storms, and even kill gods. The thunderbolt or lightning bolt shows Zeus's rule over the sky and his power to punish the bad. 26. Mjolnir. This is the hammer of Thor, the thunder god in Norse tales. Thor uses it to make lightning to break mountains, but it can also bring animals and people back to life. Its power to bring back to life fits with Norse ideas of life and death, showing a godly change in the natural order. It can shrink to fit into Thor's shirt. 25. Ruyi Jingu Bang. This is the magic staff of the Monkey King Sun Wukong in Chinese tales. The tale says the staff does what its owner says, changing size, weight, or even making copies of itself. The Ruyi Jingu Bang is said to be part of Sun Wukong's tricky nature, helping him in his funny plans. 24. Amo Ohhabari. This is a magical Japanese blade used by the god Izanagi. It can cut through and shape anything. The Amo Ohhabari is deeply rooted in the Japanese creation myth, where it was used to stir the primordial sea, creating the first landmass. 23. Taming Sari. A magic dagger with a lot of power used by the hero Hang Tuah from Malaysia. It's said that Taming Sari makes the person using it unable to be hurt or injured in any way. The legend of Taming Sari often highlights the mystical bond between the dagger and Hang Tuah, rendering him invincible in battle. 22. Narayanastra. From a big Hindu tale, this is like a disc that sends out many deadly missiles together. When attacked, the missiles hit back harder. It's from Hindu stories of godly weapons showing the fight of good against evil. 21. The golden bow belongs to Apollo, the Greek sun god. The stories tell it can heal or ruin, send out fiery or exploding arrows far, and move folks real fast from here to there. Seen often with Apollo, the golden bow shows his quick and strong actions, either to heal or destroy. 20. Fragarach. A known sword from Irish tales made by gods for a high king. It cuts through all, controls wind, and makes folks tell the truth when near their throat. Also called the answerer or the retaliator. It's a feared weapon in Irish stories as no shield can block it, and it can control wind. 19. Gungir. This is the spear of Odin, a war god from German and Norse tales. It's a magical spear that always hits its target, no matter how it's thrown. According to the legends, Gungir, crafted by the dwarves, was so well balanced that it could strike any target, regardless of the skills or strength of the wielder. 18. Pashupatastra. A powerful weapon of Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction. It's known to cause huge destruction and beat any being, no matter how strong. The Pashupatastra was considered one of the most destructive and feared weapons in Hindu mythology, which could only be wielded by the most powerful and disciplined warriors. 17. Sword of Frier. A magic longsword used by Frier, the Norse god of fertility. Myths say it can fight all by itself. The legends tell that the sword of Frier could fight on its own accord when drawn, making it an invaluable asset in battles. 16. Gandiva. A divine bow used by Arjuna, a hero from a big Hindu story. Made by a creator god, it boosts self-confidence and can shoot hundreds of arrows far away. The Gandiva bow, crafted by the deity Brahma, was a symbol of heroism and played a critical role in the battles of the epic tale Mahabharata, where Arjuna was one of the central figures. 15. Vijaya. a special bow used by Karna, a main character in a big Hindu story. Its arrows make loud thunder sounds and bright lightning beams, blinding enemies. The Vijaya bow was given to Karna by Parashurama and was known for its extreme accuracy and the terrifying sound it produced, which could demoralize enemy forces on the battlefield. 14. Kusanagi no Tsurugi. A known sword from Japanese stories. A god found it in a snake's tail after a fight. It cuts through anything and makes wind waves when swung. Called grass-cutting sword. It's big in Japanese history and beliefs, showing divine power and heroism. 13. Vajra, Hindu. Weapon of Indra, the Hindu thunder god. Its powers are like Zeus's thunderbolt and Thor's hammer. Vajra stands for a diamond's hard trait and a thunderbolt's strong force, showing Indra's control over elements, much like Zeus and Thor in their stories. 12. Cadbul. A magic sword in Celtic stories. Cadbul is big, cuts hilltops off, and can beat armies. Known as Hard Cleft, used by Fergus MacRoich, it's famed for big power and size, changing the land with one swing. 11. Ramira Astra. The deadliest weapon in Hindu stories. It's said to have the power to destroy the universe and end everything. 10. Shahor, called the Smasher of Thousands. It's the weapon of Ninurta, the Sumerian war god. Old Sumerian stories say Shahor is a talking magic mace that can chat with Ninurta and help him in battles. It can also change into a winged lion and destroy a lot. 9. Thuan Theen. A famous sword in Vietnamese stories, the Thuan Theen was believed to have been bestowed with enchanting powers by celestial beings. Legend says Thuan Theen is a magic sword that makes its user bigger and stronger. 8. Carnwennen. This is King Arthur's dagger from Welsh stories. It's said to have magic that lets the user hide in shadows, a mystical quality that was often utilized by King Arthur to evade enemies during perilous situations. 7. The twin spears of Diarmuid Ua Dwybna. In Irish tales, Diarmuid was a half-god warrior with a yellow spear and a red spear that could make unhealable wounds, a fearsome ability that terrorized foes and made Diarmuid nearly invincible in battles. 6. The silver bow of Artemis. This is Artemis's weapon, the Greek moon and hunt goddess. This bow can hurt targets without causing pain, a characteristic that symbolizes Artemis's merciful yet lethal prowess in hunting and in battle. 5. The flying carpet. From Middle Eastern stories, the flying carpet lets people fly through the air and travel far quickly. Historically rooted in Persian tales, the magic carpet was often depicted as a means for characters to overcome vast deserts and inaccessible mountain ranges swiftly. 4. Pandora's Box. In Greek stories, a box held all bad things. Pandora opened it, letting evil out, but hope stayed inside. This shows people's curiosity can lead to trouble. 3. The Holy Grail. A well-known item from Christian and King Arthur stories, it's thought to be a dish or cup from Jesus' Last Supper, with amazing powers. The quest for the Holy Grail is often depicted as a noble and divine journey, with the Grail itself symbolizing divine favor and the potential for spiritual enlightenment. 2. Cintamani Stone. A jewel from Hindu and Buddhist stories, it's said to make whatever one wishes for come true, often regarded as a symbol of love, compassion, and wish fulfillment. The Cintamani Stone is believed to have the power to manifest the deepest desires of those who possess it. 1. The Ring of Gyges. From a story by Plato, this magic ring is said to let its owner become invisible whenever they want. The tale delves into a philosophical discourse about morality and the corrupting influence of power, as Gyges uses the ring's invisibility to commit unjust acts without fear of retribution. Which magic item from the list would you want to have in real life? And what's the first thing you'd do with it? Would you choose the flying carpet to soar across the skies, or the invisibility ring to sneak around unseen? Tell us in the comments below. Smash that like and subscribe for more.